The Florida Everglades have long been a source of wonder, amazement, and even a bit of mystery. Like many areas of pristine nature and wildlife, the Everglades and its surrounding area have been facing some difficulties as of late, and luckily, there are some positive developments on that front. Last week, the Department of the Interior announced the establishment of the Everglades to Gulf Conservation Area, marking the 571st addition to the National Wildlife Refuge System under the stewardship of the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. It starts at the border of the existing Everglades Headwaters National Wildlife Refuge and Conservation Area and encompasses 12 counties west of Lake Okeechobee, from Lakeland to Naples in southwest Florida. As an official refuge under this program, the designated acreage will benefit from focused land and water management, wildlife management, and recreational oversight. In addition to the resources of the Fish and Wildlife Service, the National Wildlife Refuge System also benefits from the efforts of more than 15,000 volunteers and the utilization of voluntary easements from cooperative landowners. The section outlined in this new conservation area spans an impressive 4 million plus acres. The inauguration of this conservation area was commemorated at Pelican Island National Wildlife Refuge, a poignant choice given its historical significance. Pelican Island holds the distinction of being the nation's inaugural National Wildlife Refuge, a designation bestowed upon it by President Theodore Roosevelt in 1903. Its establishment was pivotal in safeguarding nesting birds from the perils of overexploitation by the plume industry. The refuge system expanded exponentially from that time, driven by the advocacy of conservationists, policymakers, and grassroots organizations. Currently, this national resource is marked by sites in all 50 states and is enjoyed by more than 50 million visitors per year across the system. In her address, Secretary Deb Haaland emphasized the continuing commitment to the preservation of the area's natural heritage for both present and future generations. The National Wildlife Refuge System plays an invaluable role in providing vital habitat for wildlife species, offering outdoor recreation access to the public, and bolstering climate resilience across the country, Haaland said. Today, we celebrate the effort to preserve this working rural landscape, provide wildlife linkages, address the biodiversity crisis, and build resilience in the face of climate change, not just for our kids and grandkids, but for all future generations to come. Of course, what garners much of the attention surrounding the Everglades ecosystem are the unique critters that call it home. Among the noteworthy inhabitants of this particular area is the Florida panther, a critically endangered subspecies of the cougar, renowned for its elusive nature and distinctive tawny coat. The area also serves as a vital habitat for the enigmatic Florida black bear, whose presence symbolizes the intrinsic connection between wilderness and wildlife in the Sunshine State. Of course, its reptilian residents always capture the imagination too. Additionally, the area shelters a myriad of lesser-known yet equally captivating species, and an astonishing array of avian diversity comprising over 300 species of birds. These charismatic inhabitants collectively underscore the ecological significance of the region and illustrate the urgent need for its preservation in the face of mounting environmental threats. At the same time, the ecosystem is also challenged by the arrival of several invasive species that are a threat to the native inhabitants. In the face of escalating environmental challenges, the expansion of the National Wildlife Refuge System exemplifies a collective resolve to preserve the ecological integrity of the planet. As the 121st anniversary of the refuge system is marked, wildlife officials are reaffirming their commitment to fostering a harmonious coexistence between humankind and the natural world, ensuring that future generations inherit a planet teeming with life and vitality. Don't stop here. Find out more. Visit the links in the description below for more in-depth information on the stories presented in this video.